Hello, everybody. It is your baby boomer Kitty Lane from the peninsula in Virginia. I thought I'd open up with three of my favorite friends. Of course, you are all familiar with Manny. These are my sleep buddies. And then Bitty Kitty, and of course, my Tinkerbell. And y'all, of course, we have notes. So, how is everyone today? I am going to be crocheting while I'm waiting for everyone to come in the room. And then we can get started. It's amazing how I did my notes today. I was so proud of myself. I accented my notes. Hi, Michelle. How are you? I'm so happy to see you. I'm excited that you're here. It's raining here. I've not been outside and I did not look at the weather, so I don't know what the temperature's like. I know yesterday afternoon it started getting a little cool, which was perfect for me. So I don't know what it's like out there. It looks like it may be a little windy, just a little bit. But I've accented, PowerPointed my notes, and the letters turn out to be vacuum, VACUUM. I was like, oh, look at me. So I guess the first thing that I can talk about. Hey sis, how are you? Welcome in. Ah, I guess it's just a rainy season. I don't know. It, I like the rain. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the rain, but I've developed a different sort of sense about it because I'm not able to get out like I used to. So I don't get to enjoy it as much as I used to. Makes sense? I hope so. So the first point that I wanted to talk about is the video star of the week. And this week it is Juan the Yarn Addict. Yes, JTYA. Um, Everything that I could have, well, most of what I could have said about him, I already said. The only other things I could think of are just more positivity. In watching his videos, I just started watching his Cal that he just released, and uh, I went to sleep with it last night. So I woke up this morning and I put it back on, and I'm like, yeah, I think that's definitely something I want to do. And what I had planned for the flower yarn that I got a few days ago, that I got for $2 a skein, um, I actually think I want to try that with that yarn. But I cannot bring myself to start it until next week. But before I get into that, I wanted to point out my criteria for picking the video star of the week. At first, I was targeting content creators who had very few subscribers. Then I was like, I'm coming across people who I've not seen before and looking for these. So these may be people that other people haven't seen either. And I deviated from that and decided to include all creators. And then it was like, there's got to be a quality about them. They have to bring something. Michelle, okay. Okay. Um, I'm just gonna let that comment resonate right across the bottom of the screen. But like I said, I wanted to be all inclusive. I was looking for people who were authentic, who brought what I felt. I had to feel a sense of realness coming across that screen. I had to hear it in their voice, them not sound, robotic, them not sound um, like, oh Lord, here we go again. I had to hear the passion. I had to hear the joy. I had to hear the authenticity. So, and of course, all of that comes to the fact that I had to feel a vibe. I don't want to share with you what I don't want to see. So that's why I chose my channel to show my video star of the week. I'm not excluding people based on, whether I like them or not. Most of these people I don't know. I don't know. But if you can pull me in and make me feel like I know you, and like I said, I've adopted myself as Juan's big sister. So, and he doesn't even know me. So there you go. But that's how I choose my video stars of the week. They may have millions of subscribers. They may have less than 100. It depends on what they're bringing, what they have to offer. I think we all love yarn hauls. I think we all love yarn reviews. And I'm not saying all of these people do this, but my video star of this week, Juan, does bring you yarn hauls. He brings you tutorials. He brings you examples. He showcases his works. He talks to you about yarn and all the things. And I just absolutely love that. I'm drawn in it. I'll pass by a video and I'll come back to it and I'll watch it just because there are a few people that I do that with. And sometimes it makes it hard to seek out other people because I'm always looking at two particular individuals. I am always looking at Juan and I'm always looking at Michelle. I am always on their channels. So there you go. But I am seeking out others so that I can keep the stream going. I accidentally ran across one today who you may be seeing pop up soon. I got to check out a few more of her videos. But I think she's a contender for a video star of the week. Okay, now that was the V. Now we're going to the A. Project a day. Okay. Because I'm so deep in whips and I don't want to feel alone, I'm challenging everybody to focus on a project a day, at least. Those of you who can go through with one project and see it from beginning to end, obviously this does not apply to you unless you want to choose. I'm trying to say choose and pick at the same time. You want to pick that item for your item a day, hey, that's fine. But set goals for that project. I started doing this on Sunday and I'm really happy with my progress. I'll show you later what I've done. But if it needs to be, challenge yourself and stick to it. Tell yourself, and what I mean by challenge, it's not saying I'll do a washcloth today, because you can knock out a few washcloths for the day. But challenge yourself and say, I'm going to do 5 washcloths today. Let's say you can do 3, maybe 4 easily. Don't set the challenge. Don't do like me. Don't set the challenge to be unreachable or unobtainable. But set it a little higher than you normally have it. And, that way it'll give you something to shoot for. This little bar, You are a hot mess, Michelle. That's why I love you. Hot messes love hot messes. Okay, now for the C, crochet and craft time. Y'all, I promise you, there are notes. There are notes. Crochet and craft time. If you have problems, if you are an avid crocheter like myself and so many others that I know, and you find yourself not finding the time to crochet, or you find that you often lose your crojo, designate a time just for your crocheting. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever. That is your crochet time. You set everything up around that time. Choose a space, a room, a chair on your front porch, your back porch, sitting out in the lawn chair, whatever, wherever you choose to do it. I have a girlfriend from years ago. As a matter of fact, we went to high school together, and she absolutely loves crocheting in her car. And at first, her husband thought that she had lost her ever loving mind until he realized how important it was for her. And she, out in Suffolk, she will go sit in her car and crochet for an hour and goes back in um, at a certain time every day. Not only has she created the space, but she's created a mood. She'll turn on the music. She will, of course, see everything that's going on in her neighborhood. She's isolating herself, but she's very public as well. She can be seen, she can be reached if need be. But other than that, she's in her own little space. Everybody in her neighborhood knows when she comes out and gets in her car and she's got her bag with her, that's her time. Leave her alone for about an hour. Develop consistency. That's how you make it a habit. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it until it becomes natural. Until you know, hey, every day at 12 o'clock, I need to be sitting in my car, put my phone on music, and I'm going to crochet for an hour. And you do it every day, then you start developing that, or you start moving that into your time schedule for that day. It's like a doctor's appointment that you have to have every day. Do that, and be vigilant. Keep doing it until it becomes that habit. You're right, office hours. Yes, 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 yes. Practice, drill, repeat. Practice, drill, repeat. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now we come to the U for updates. Sorry, I bumped the camera. So, the project that I chose to work on for Sunday was my spread blanket. I'll just half it out so you can see. And you'll see that I have the Ghost Brothers at the bottom. And my goal for Sunday was to do 10 rows, which would have put me right about here. So I did 19. At the time, I didn't have anything else I felt like picking up. So you see the TTA, and then on this side, the RPS. So that's what I worked on Sunday. I told myself once you get to 10 rows, if there's something else you want to work on, you can pick that up, but you got to do these 10 rows. And then yesterday, Yesterday, I worked on my son's blanket. I know you remember that part, and I know you remember, hold on, got a whole lot going on here. There we go. Those are the two that I had when I showed you last. Well, that has grown into four pieces. And the beginning of another side, these are two pieces, and the other two, and that's going to make, I did the north and south. So this one will probably be west, and this will be, that's the start of one of the corners. I still have two full skeins of the variegated color, and I've got 6 balls left of the black. Um, I think I wanted a little bigger than I thought, and I cannot find my variegated yarn anymore, so there's a fix for that. I do have soft white, I have gray, I've got plenty of black, and I've got maroon. So what I'm going to do is the border in those 4 colors, and that will make it bigger. And I dropped a piece of paper. I dropped my notes, y'all. But it's okay. It's okay because I have a grabby. I do have a grabby. And it gets utilized. And I got my paper back. So today, being Tuesday, I have picked back up my top. And right after midnight last night, I added my watermelon row to this. So I kind of counted that as a setup into what I want to do today. There are 16 rows per section. So my goal for today is to hit the next 16 rows. It's 1 row of single crochet, 1 row of double crochet, and it's increasing by 2 every other row. I am up to 296 stitches across, and I'm going to keep going from there. Now, the question is, where are we going tomorrow? I haven't decided yet. I did have the first 3 days planned out. I think that I am going to pick up my knit project tomorrow and go ahead on and finish that because I have so little left on it. And I've just kind of tucked it back there and said, okay, I'll get to it. Okay, I'll get to it. And the denim blue that I need is right here by the head of my bed. And I think it's getting tired of looking at me. So I think it's time for me to pick that up and go ahead and finish it. Hello, Emily. How are you? I am so sorry I did not see you come in, but hi. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. So I'm sorry. There was a little bit of a yarn that started to happen, and I started to talk just as that came in. So tomorrow we're hoping for the knit project. Thursday, plus they're coming in to do some work tomorrow. So I'm going to need something that's going to be kind of easy for me to go through. And yeah, that will be the 4th time in 7 weeks that they've been in our apartment. So we've done Sunday to Sprats, Monday, Melvin's blanket, or should I say Norcom, the Greyhounds. Ooh, ooh. Tuesday, today, my top. Wednesday, Jennifer scarf. So Thursday will be probably Nikki's blanket. And it is this Skittles color in black. She saw that, she fell in love with it, and she was like, "Ooh, mom, I want." And we all know how weak mom gets when the kids say, "Ooh, mom, I want." Well, I appreciate you being with us. I am putting together lunch for the kids. I've not had breakfast or lunch yet. I've had coffee, and I made it iced coffee today. When I woke up this morning, my back was on 1,000, and this was before I opened my blinds. So I had no idea then that it was raining. And then when I saw that it was raining outside, I was like, oh, so Arthur decided to pay me a visit today. And boy, he sat on my back and decided he is not moving. I'm going to need him to take that somewhere. Working on an exit strategy for the daycare kids who. Okay. You're one step ahead of me on the coffee side. At least you need to make sure you eat. I know the routine. Eat, drink my water, take my meds. I got it. I got it. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know you're not laughing. That is part, you know how we do. That is that. Okay. I love you. Oh boy. So like I said, today it's my tank top. Um, and it's so fitting that I chose today. Sometimes we don't plan things that happen. I don't generally make things for me. Sometimes I make things and they end up becoming mine, but I don't usually intentionally make things for me. I intentionally made this dress for me. This is from a tank top tutorial that Cinnamon Stitches did, and I decided to make it longer than the tank top. Yep, she in her tank top she has a peak in the front. Well, I have a peak in the front and the back, and my back is done differently than hers. But I did get this from the Cinnamon Stitches tutorial. I absolutely love it. I have stretched it beyond every which way it can be stretched. I am planning on making another one. I have to make two because my oldest daughter saw it and she's like, Mom, Mom, Mom. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to give this one to her and make one for me or whether I'm just going to make two more. There are alterations that I want to do for this one, and I'm working on seeing how to make that happen, but we'll work on it as we get time. But today wearing this, and then today I choose my project of my tank top that I'm making that I got from the book that was suggested by Michelle, the crochet tank tops, 9 designs. Yes. Uh and then tomorrow to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Tomorrow to be the scarf. Thursday to be Nikki's blanket. Now I gotta choose for Friday and Saturday. It's one thing to hmm, we'll figure it out. Maybe Thursday I'll be able to let you know. It's just so much. I might pick up one of the luck of the draw items that I need to finish. That'll work. Okay, so we've gotten through the VACU. Now the second U, upcoming. And we're doing good. It's not even 12:30. I'm doing good. Crochet options. Well, I kind of talked about that because I don't know what I'm going to do Friday and Saturday. I do know that Saturday I will be posting information about what a good segue about the bingo because me and the printer are having problems. So it looks like I have to make the bingo cards, which is what I'm doing. And I mean, literally drawing them out and filling them in. So I'm working on that. I have not found a thumb drive that will work with my um, Chromebook. So it's not even like I can do it with the Chromebook and put it on a thumb drive and take it somewhere and get it printed out. So it's trying to challenge me, but I'm trying to show it that I won't allow that to happen. I will not. Um, no, because I'm on my phone. Uh, I'm missing. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Okay. I'm trying to do a lot here. There we are. Okay, boop. That moves the chat up. Okay, I'm confused. I'm gonna say it like Nikki says it. I'm confused. Did I get it right? I don't know. Okay, so I'm as of right now looking at the selling date to start for the bingo cards. I think that's the 24th. If I'm looking at the calendar right, it's the 24th. But I will definitely let you know very soon. And I will sell them until they all get sold. Um, the start date for the bingo will be June 1st, and it will end on June 30th. Um, that's how long you have to do the project. I think I considered extending it for a few days, and that would give everybody time to post their pictures. The pictures, if you type boop in a separate message, she can see your comment without the button on her screen. Okay. Um, without the button on her screen blocking your chat. It is to move my comments up. That's all. Okay. I think I hit something because I starred a comment, and I was trying to just remove it from the screen. And I don't know if that did something or not. I apologize if I did. I'm still navigating. Okay. Okay. So we got all the way up to the end date. So what I want done is pictures posted under my Facebook page, which is Create and Relate. And that is in the description box of, where that is. I allowed myself to get confussed. I'm trying to get back. It moves the chat up. Oops. So it's still not coming up on its own. I thought once I unstart that comment, maybe it would. I'm sorry. The next auction is scheduled for not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Okay, 24th auction, 25th bingo cards. Can y'all see how confussed I got? I'm human. So yes, the auction is on the 24th, and there will be an auction this time. I could not do it last week. I needed to take a mental break. Doing a live is completely different than doing the auction. I have to set everything up. I have to make sure I have my price list. I have to make sure that I have a timer close by. It's just a lot more involved. It's just a lot more detailed. And I did not have the mental capacity to do that this past Saturday. So we're going for next Saturday. Okay. So the next live, like I said, of course, will be Thursday. And then every Tuesday and Thursday from 12 to 1. Trying to think if I've forgotten anything. Boop, haha. I think it's so cute, the boops. I think they're so cute because one thing, Michelle, because I told you, one of my favorite cartoon icons is Betty Boop. I absolutely love Betty Boop. So when I see Boop, I just think of the finger waves and the curls. She is just so cute to me. I used to always, after I adopted myself as Fred Flintstone's wife, then I imagined myself as Betty Boop. And then when my tinker came along, and the fact that I'm a carpenter, and I'm a carpenter, I'm a crocheter, I'm a cosmetologist, I'm a nurse, with all of these, I was like, that's me. That's me right there. So yeah. So I got confussed and my mind just went, ah. I can't even think of what to do next. I have a hook in my hand. So that's a start. Oh, there was one question I wanted to ask. June, while we're playing bingo, Maker's Bingo is what I'm calling it. I'm hoping to spend the rest of this month scheduling my channel. I want to try to incorporate a few more lives. I want to get to the point that I get back to my shorts. And that's why the ASL videos have not been out, They're in here. They're in here. They just haven't been put out there because I'm trying to find a consistency in days. I think I wanted to go up to 3 days a week. And what I was looking at was like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays of putting those out, do my lives on Tuesdays, Thursdays. I know Saturdays and Sundays are really hard to get in the YouTube street with lives, but I wanted to either take an early time or a later time on Saturdays and Sundays to get those out there. Yes, we do need to talk about shorts. Um, and then, of course, my normal shout outs. I have to give a shout out to my heart, Michelle. I absolutely love you. Thank you so much for all that you do. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Oh yeah, I need to brush up on my shorts. I read somewhere you can cut shorts from videos to help draw people to a longer content. I have heard that too, Emily, and I accidentally put out a short when I first started. That was the beginning of one of my videos, and it was completely accidental, and I don't know what I did. When I intentionally do things, I can remember. But when they're accidents, it's like, what did I do? So, yeah. Okay. Okay. I have a pen and I have paper. Um, for some reason, my eyes keep getting drawn to my son's. Oh, one of the projects that I have coming up is a blanket for um, my son's fiance, and I don't remember what he told me her favorite color is. So I was choosing to do something with the rainbow. I showed you the colors that I recently got from Walmart's mainstay, which was the yellow, the hot pink, the white, the orange, the green, and I dropped the whole ink pen and the blue. But I would need to add a purple, and I would want to add a red. There are a few more colors I would add, but I have a project in mind, which is I absolutely love the simple block stitch. I really do. Um, and I think it would be really pretty for that. But I don't know. I'll ponder around. If you guys have any ideas, drop it in the comment. Let me see what your idea is. She is she's short and fluffy. I know Hispanics generally like color. I've never met one who wasn't colorful. And I know she likes butterflies. So I think that's why I chose the rainbow. You know what? Oh my goodness, why didn't I think of that? I did a fillet blanket one time where I did a freehand butterfly in the middle. But I think if I do that, I would have to go with a solid color because it'd be kind of hard in the fillet to see the definition of the butterfly. Hmm. Unless unless I do it like the spread blanket. I think that might be an option. See, y'all see my wheels turning now. Another thing, if there's anything in my channel that you would like to see, please drop the suggestion. I am open to, I have white, Emily. The only problem is with the fillet, I'm fearing that with the colors, the open spaces, you'd have to either stand far away from it to see the butterfly, or look at it from a different angle, or just be a person who knows. But then the second side of the fillet blanket is all the open holes. It would just basically be a an element, and not for use, and I do want something that she can use. The one that I'm making for my son, the Greyhound one with the maroon and gray and white, I know he's going to curl up under that. I know he's going to curl up under that. So I just, I want it to be something that's useful. I also am planning on doing more tutorials. Some of them will be repeats, but that's why I'm trying to get everything structured starting in June. So it'll be more of a, what to expect, and hopefully you watch all the videos. I am, the only times that I will be here for the complete hour will be on my lives, and that includes the auctions and the bingo. That will be, when I'm talking about the bingo on the weekends. But those will be the only time that I'll be here for an hour. Other than that, we're probably looking at videos that will be from 15 to 30 minutes. I'm not trying to take up every aspect of your day. I'm not trying to do that. But I do want to take up some time in your day. I do. And that's where we're moving forward. If you all wanted to see how I'm coming up with the bingo cards, these are a list of the items that will be filling in the blocks for the bingo card. So we have everything from color to stitches to projects to um, borders, yeah, to stitch combinations, yeah. So we've got a lot of things in here to choose from. And like I said, back to the bingo, of course, if for any reason or not for any reason, if you make a project, let's say you make a hexagon washcloth, you decide that that's what your project is going to be, then you will have covered the shape, the hexagon. Let's say you make it all in single crochet. Single crochet. Let's say it's orange. Orange. A washcloth. And let's say you decide to border it. Give it a double crochet border. Border. Double crochet border. And that's 5 items that you can mark off on that card. Okay. I didn't get the link. I just got the boop and the, yeah, I didn't get the link. Ooh, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. That's the camera. It's got to be the camera. Y'all, when I tell y'all I woke up at 10:16, I woke up at 10:16. So here again, for you guys, and especially for the team replays, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for those of you who have shared my videos. I'm coming to a point where I'm gonna need to stop talking. I promise y'all, all I have had to drink today is iced coffee. It is Folgers 1850. I didn't mix it with the black gold. I didn't mix it with the black silk. This is the 1850 black gold. It's only 10 ounces. It's 4 ounces of the caramel macchiato creamer, and ice. That's it. It's strong. I always make my coffee strong. I think you might have to text it to me because it's not showing up, Michelle. But I got everything else. And I will definitely be there. I'll be there. Yes. There is something that I would like. Um, my email. That is my email. And what I would like, grab the numbers. We aren't seeing the limit, so grab the numbers that I typed. That is the meeting numbers. Okay. And we are not even seeing the numbers, Michelle. But the reason I put my email address is because I would like for everybody to please email me your birth date. Okay. Okay. But I forgot what I just said. Yeah, I want everybody to text me. I mean, to email me your birthday. Um, I have a little something that I would like to do for everybody. I'll get on that kitty right away, right now with email. Thank you. Thank you. It's just a little something that I want to do. Um, I already sing all the time, and Juan sings it so well. Oh my God, he sings it so well. I think I'd almost love to do a duet with him. Um, I need to stop saying, oh, I know that. I need to switch it up to legs and ankles, head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. I will get it. I want to try. What's future plans? I can tell you those real quick. Future plans are to either get a complete laptop or a PC, one or the other. The Chromebook is good for picking it up and going and doing little things, but the Chromebook does not have the capacity that, thank you, Emily, but it does not have the capacity to do what I need done. And every time I try to go live on the Chromebook, I end up with problems without me touching the screen or anything. Um, Most of what happens here on the phone is because I touched something that I had no business touching. But with the Chromebook, I can just simply sit back, not touch anything, and it goes haywire. So I want to upgrade that system. I want to get a recording camera so that I can record my tutorials properly. Um, we need to find out how we can fix my ring light. I never told anybody it was broken, but when I changed the color on it, soften the color, or switch to a different setting, it flashes. Of course, that sparks seizures. So I can't do that. Okay. I was about to get to email boop. Technology is something, isn't it? I could come up with a lot better words than something, but we'll leave it there. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to enhance here so that I can give you a better channel, give you better content. Message sent to the two of you. Okay, I will get it. I'm getting ready to wrap it up here so that I can get that and we can come over and we can see each other. And I don't have to worry about touching buttons then. All I got to do is open my camera and mic. I got it. I got it. I got it. But ladies, I love you. I do want to thank you for being here. I ask that you do spread the word. If anybody that we know of or those who don't know that want to offer advice and want to give me suggestions, I will take every suggestion into consideration, good or bad. Please don't feel bad if I don't use them. Ultimately, I have to decide what's best for me and what's best for my channel and what I feel comfortable with. And I know that you all accept and understand that, and I appreciate you for that. I do want to remind you in your walks of life, especially from now to Thursday, because I'll be back Thursday to tell you again, but be bold, be brave, be beautiful, and behave. Remember, Kitty told you. Remember, Kitty loves you. And until we see each other again, like in Zoom, but especially on these YouTube streets, peace.